Hi guys, welcome to another episode of On the Bench with Pete. This is the series where you just get to paint along as I'm painting, so together we can rid the world of unpainted miniatures. So grab yourselves a brush, grab yourselves a model, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, whatever else you want to drink, and let's get painting. Hi guys, so this is what I'm going to be sort of working on. Working on trying to get towards completing my Blighted Archers, do some more work on them, the dog companions for Zombicide. Might even do a bit of Captain Sicarius's his backpack and banner. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I've got my brushes, palette, just need some paper towel. And then we can get going. So, although it doesn't look like it around me, I'm trying to be a bit more organised. So, looking at what I'm going to be doing for the archers. Well, I'm going to try, like I say, I'm painted white, so I'm going to try some Seraphim Sepia on the arrow flights. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And anywhere else that seems like it could do with it. Right, so let's zoom in a bit. Just trying to get the right position. Let's open this one. See if it comes out okay. Using one of my more knackered brushes for this. Looking alright. Yeah. Just tilt the camera angle up a bit more. Yeah. Might be alright. I think I'll ditch this brush though, because it's really not a very good one. What brush will I use? I'll use my synthetic Humbrol one. Okay, come out of there. Alright, yeah. So I can just get the angle and we'll be good to go. But this is looking alright actually. Okay. No, that's looking okay. Put some golds on the rest of his armour and stuff. I'm thinking that's looking alright though. It's looking pretty okay. Obviously got to put some washes and more highlights on yet. So I'll put you over there. I'm still not finding this angle where I want it to be. Right, so what are we going to talk about today then, guys? Right, well, obviously I want to talk about Salute again, since it's the biggest thing I've done in, well, biggest thing I've done in wargaming. So, yeah, you know, I'll talk about that. Amazes me how you guys that do these paint along ones get the right angle. I admit there's not many of you doing it, but yeah, that's good. That's two. Yeah, so obviously having experienced it, I'm wanting to go again next year, so saving up for that already. And it's been a tough month, all in all, financially, what with that. And then my daughter's laptop went kaput, so I had to go and get a new laptop. So it was just a very expensive month. Although it happens, doesn't it? You know, it's the way it goes, I guess. It was fantastic to meet everybody at Salute, I must say. That really, really was good. Now, do I do the sword handle? Same, I think I will. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic to meet everyone at Salute. The whole, what store shall I go to, what shall I purchase, all that kind of stuff. It's very much like parking in an empty car park. I can't never choose. Not that I find empty car parks very often, but when I do, I can never choose what space to go in. I like to be forced into a car park space because there's nowhere else to park. I know that sounds crazy, but I just too much choice. What else you see? Too much choice. I'll sort these out with some more highlights later. I can't wait to get going with Hordes. It looks a fantastic game. And War Machine as well. Well, I've got two Hordes armies now. Circle Obros and Legion of Everblight, although the Legion of Everblight is the only ones I've got completed here. The Circle Obros, that's the werewolves, isn't it? All that kind of stuff. What wolves, as they call them. Yeah. If I move my camera up a bit, I'll have them a bit closer. Yeah. I'm having tea today with this session. I may have a coffee later on. Made myself some egg mayonnaise rolls today for lunch. Very nice it was too. So that was me. So yeah, daughter's laptop went. That was a real pain, you know. Still, got a really good one. And you know, you get the deals as you do. terabyte of hard drive space. I'll look back in a couple of years' time and think, oh, was that all? But right now, I'm thinking, bloody hell. So they go out of date so quickly, computers, don't they? That's what I find, anyway. Still, as long as it does the job, that's how I look at it. What I use mine for, just YouTube and forums and that kind of thing. Right, well that's the sepia done on those. Looking at this is the dollars representing Rufus, as it were. But, very difficult to know, really. Just make it up as I go along here. Well, need some more browns on him, I think. But, yeah, that'll do for now. Okay. Excuse me one moment. Hi guys, sorry about that. I just had to sort some stuff out. Right, so Blighted Archers done there. Let's take a little bit more of my dog companion here. So we'll do the base of Millie. That's what I'm going to do, just the around the edge. So I need Abaddon black. So I'm going to do them black. I was going to do them white, but I've changed my mind. I'll do them black now. Because, just because. I don't think white looks quite right somehow. See how they look. Blacked up instead. So it is a bad brush. I might ditch it after this. Or I used to use the break it down to be using it for terrain. Keep it as a dry brush, could do that. Yeah, might do that. Well, it's a standard brush, but I find they go a lot quicker. That's looking good. So I can get these done. So these can be incorporated into the games as well. It would be nice to start the toxic games of Zombicide having the dogs on board already. 'Cause, they won't change the game that much. I think the zombie dogs will. But I think these will be okay. Right, so just looking at places where I touched it. Yep, I think that'll do. That'll do nicely. Get the whole rim done. Whoever first thought of putting models onto bottle top lids, genius idea. I know you've all been doing it for years, but when you haven't been doing it, you just get into the hobby and then you discover it. It's really grand. Now, the other I've got to work on is a Taz. Now, Taz had a green collar. I think. He also had a blue lead. But he had a green studded collar. Just trying to look. It's kind of a Nurgling green. I think I'm going to use that one for his collar. Don't use this colour very often. Nurgling green. Yeah. Just use the dampness of the brush. Paint over. That's tricky. So I'll just go back to doing it the way I was doing it. Now, I'm hoping to get some gardening done this year. Some more gardening. So better weather. Plus, I want to sort the garden out, especially if get the man cave up and going sooner than planned. It'd be nice to sit out in the garden too. So my aim this year, or this summer, is to do more gardening. That's my aim. Sometimes it's nice to unplug for a bit, isn't it? Get back to nature. I think so anyway. Right. Yeah, there are all sorts of collars over the years at some point or others. This isn't to look like my dog Taz, but I want it to represent him, sort of the memory of him. So just to have his colours is really cool. Let's put that on there. Okay, I think that's the collar done. So I wonder what my next project will be, whether it'll be like whether it'll be the terrain basically. I mean, I really need to get into making terrain, I really do. And I just, you know, I really need to do that. Just a blue. It's, I think it was closer to my craggy blue. Yeah. So I've got tons of packaging material and stuff lying around. So I'm just shaking up my paint here. Loads of packaging material lying around, and in the right hands, that could become awesome for someone. I just gotta sort of motivate myself, really, I guess. So, blue lead then. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, just wondering what my next project. I've got a couple of projects on the go. Plus, I've got terrain, to assemble. Plastic ones, wooden ones. It's just a matter of getting it done. Sorry, I'm off camera there again. So let's tilt this over a bit. Just so you can see what I'm up to. Just trying to get the lead right and look at the camera at the same time. Not easy. Not easy at all. I might ask Jay how he does it, because I find it very, very difficult. Right, I think that's Taz's lead done. These are all little bits that need doing. Yeah. Okay. So they're all little bits that need doing. Yeah, I'm spending more time on this blinking episode trying to sort the camera angle out. Right, let's pick another dog. And we'll pick him. We'll give him a Ceramite white base, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. There is a bullberry in there somewhere. So, Hordes and War Machine, very exciting stuff. I've been reading through the rules of that. Although I've not, well, I've been reading through the book, not actually got to the rules, but yeah, well, saying that, I've just got to it. Just reading a bit about the background and so on and so forth. I know some people play the game without reading the background fluff and all that, but I like to know the fluff. It's all part of it, you know? Gives the game a better feel. Right. Seeing the time. Right, okay. So we need to probably use this brush. It's not a good brush, it's not a bad brush, it's kind of middle of the road. That one back. Tiny little blob of white and the water. And I'm just gonna base him white. This is so hard. Sorry guys, but these terrible camera angles. I'm so rubbish at this. So yeah, where were we? So yeah, we was looking at hordes and War Machine. Once I've got these archers done, finished, then I'm going to see about sorting out a game to try and learn the rules, you know, with someone that knows what they're doing. But I can't really do that until I've got my army. I've got all the tokens and counters and templates and everything. So undoubtedly, never mind, that's probably something else I've forgotten or neglected to do. I've got some gemstone counters on the way to try and keep track of my fury or whatever it is. It's kind of like magic sort of thing. Well, no, it's not magic, I don't think, but whatever it is. Whatever it is I need to keep track of, I'm going to keep track of it, right? In hindsight, this probably wasn't the best brush to do this with after all. Oh, I should have used a bigger brush. Or better still, I should have airbrushed him. Not to worry, he's nearly done now. Right. I'll set him to one side, let him dry. Oh, that really is a bad brush. So what am I going to do next? Actually, I'm going to wash this, and then I'm going to go on to my archers with some golds, perhaps. Then at least all the base colours are done. Drakenhof and Nightshade, a brilliant shade, probably my favourite one out of all of them. Out of all the shades that GW do, Drakenhof and Nightshade is probably my favourite. Just wash that down there. Pop that into some blue tack. Just put a line of wash along Taz's lead as well. Just try and give it a little bit more depth. A lot of white on him, did Taz. That's that done. Get a lot of white on him. So little Longbeard Grey will be coming out for that. Okay. Right. So that's going to be edging for the browns, which I could do, but I'd rather get the base kits out of the way first. Sorry, I'm babbling like an insane person to myself here. So I'm looking for Balthazar Gold. And here it is. Balthazar Gold. Just a couple of bits and bobs on the Blighted Archers. Actually, no, I don't know. Do I do that? Or do I do something a little bit brighter? auric gold, for example. Yeah, they strike me as being more that way inclined. Yes, auric gold, we'll do that. That's what we got here, golden griffin. They're not floating about. It's got shining gold. The old, might see what that one's like first. Shining gold, guys. Gonna see if my old paint pot is already good. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. Shining gold. This is what I'm gonna paint. A couple of bits and bobs on. Maybe the bottom of the hilt of the handle of the sword. There's a little line that goes around it. Yeah. I'm over halfway now through False Gods, the Horus Heresy book, second in the series. I gotta say, thoroughly enjoying it. A cracking book. It really is. I might dry brush a bit of that later. So that's that. Okay. Yeah, it really is. I've got to the part where Horus has fallen. He got injured in that combat. That was obviously a Chaos Space Marine. And he's dying, it would seem. And they're resorting to sorcery to try and save his life. Now I'm guessing that's going to be the cause of his downfall. Guessing. But I don't know. So I'm just mixing a bit of water with this to try and keep some of this detail in here. Some of these metallic paints can be a bit gloopy, can't they, if you're not too careful. That's that. Yeah. But it's weird, sometimes I can read, quite a bit in a couple of days, and other times days go by before I can get to read it at all. But I am thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's a great story so far. Thus far, really good. So that's my take on the Horus Heresy so far. Well, the novels anyway. Okay. I've been looking at Another thing I've been looking at is YouTube analytics. The analytics of YouTube. Get it out in a minute. On my channel, looks like let's go a bit there. It looks like the zombie battle reports get the most views. Well, most minutes watched. So it also tells me that, you know, some videos, probably these, but I'm not sure. I only get watched for a couple of minutes and then they get switched off, sort of thing. I'll have to look at that. I haven't checked these, to be honest, but I do know that battle reports get a thorough viewing, it would seem. Probably people trying to find rules I got wrong or something, you know. It's fair play. I had a blast in the latest one. I'm hoping that the next one will be a toxic version. That would be cool. So where's the weather gone, guys? Yeah, I'm not going to get this garden done at this rate, am I? Oh, I don't know. So going back to Salute, there's there were lots of pirate miniatures. I'm liking the idea of doing a pirate war game of some description in the future. My friend did buy a boat over there, so I'm wondering if he's started to assemble that yet. You know who you are. Yes, I don't know what rule set we'd use to play the pirate games, but that does look pretty darn good. So my friend got one of those mats that look like an ocean as well, so that, you know, you can play on that, and that just does look cool, I've got to say. It looks very cool. I'm wondering whether these headbands. Got some thought. I'm gonna get the swords done. That's my phone. Oh dear me. And the hilt of this sword is slightly different because it's a slightly different sword, I guess. Yeah, so I have to have a think about headbands. I'll try looking at some pictures. That's that done. Right, so shining gold. These are out of print, so out of production paints are handy for the odd thing here and there, I've noticed. Let's put Taz back on his base. Like so. Can do is do the bottom of the rim of his base and have a darn black. highlights then on these guys. I love seeing a unit come together though, I gotta say. Once I've done the washes on the Blighted Archers, then I'm going to base them. It seems wherever I go I'm off camera when I look up. There, that's his base done. Marvellous. Lots of little bits. Sometimes it's like that, isn't it? Sometimes it's like you get a load of things to do and it's big things, painting buildings, whatever. And other times it's like little finicky things like this. And you know, you get to finish things that way. Still got more to do on poor Rufus there. Put some highlights on his eyes and things, but the tongue. Do a tongue. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I think we'll call it there because I'm gonna have to stop now and do some other things, get them out of the way. So pop my glasses down. Oh, let's pop the camera up a bit, and oh, we're in Batman mode. Look. Oh, there we go. The camera tilted at a weird angle. There. So, cheers, guys. That was a bit of an odd one, wasn't it? It's a bit like weird camera angles. I will get the camera angle sorted for the on the benches. I promise you. I'll have to go now and clean my brushes up while I decide. So I thought I was more organised than that today, but clearly I wasn't. So apologies for that. You know, just I do them as I can, as and when. Well, look, see, got myself a little thing. These are great, look. Line of sight. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, remember, guys, all brushes lead to war. See you on the next one. Cheers.